Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and Charlie. We here are all older dogs nurturing tricks later in life. Would you not agree? I hope you're unmuted so you could answer me with yes, you would agree with that.
Yes.
Yes.
We are all later learners, and that is what an Opsimath is. The Opsimath path I'm going to be sharing with you is the portion of my life that began in 2002, when I determined to leave a successful real estate career and go into classroom teaching. I am going to go to college, not back to college. I'm going to go to college for the very first time in 2002. With trepidation, I determined I had probably better use the older but wiser thing and not concentrate on older because that bummed me out, but I would instead do the wiser. And I looked up what my syllabus would be throughout my entire collegiate career. Isn't that smart? I thought, I will not do the older thing. I'm going to do the wiser. And to my absolute abject horror, this is what came up. Now, mind you, I was that kid in high school that goofed around the entire time during math, passing notes, talking about my hairstyles, showing off my miniskirts. I was that kid. So I never, ever listened to anything the math professor had to say whatsoever. And those were the days when he actually signed my yearbook to the blonde bombshell of 405. Oh yeah, and my mom was proud of that. So that was something that was really great to get back in those days. I know it's 405 today, but I had absolutely no idea what graphing the solution was on a graph to the X and Y axis. None at all. I am, wait for it. Oh yeah, I am screwed. I'm absolutely screwed. I think, what in the world am I going to do? I have no idea what this math stuff is. So I think, okay, I'm not ready for college, but I'm going. I'm not ready for pre-college. I'm not ready for tutoring. I need pre-college. And this flyer shows up like from God in the mail that is talking about summer camps throughout Manteca during 2002. And within this summer camp flyer, it stated there were swimming classes and gymnastics classes and even math summer school, remedial. Oh yeah. Now every single one of those things had limits, I'm telling you, for age on them. Every single one. You had to be so old and so young for swimming and so old and so young for gymnastics, but not a ding dang word about math remedial training. So I signed up for high school. Meet my peeps. Oh yeah, that's me. And an idea, as God is my witness, these were my general classmates. These are not them, but these are examples of pretty much what I went to school with in 2002. Now, I'm looking at the teacher who can't believe a student who actually wanted to learn showed up, because lo and behold, not much has changed. Every one of these kids never paid attention in high school, passed notes, goofed around. They did exactly what I did back in high school. So they were doing that again, and they planned on doing it through summer school. So the girl with the red hair, I'm telling you, I listened in on the conversation day one. The teacher's reading a book. She has her feet propped up on her desk. She has no intention of teaching because she's given up already. This girl here with the red hair, she is busy sharing her sexual exploits, things that the Kama Sutra and Pat Hansen had not yet even heard of. I swear. This was stuff I'm thinking, I would ask, but it's so inappropriate at my age. Anyway, she is busy talking to the boys about this stuff. Meanwhile, the guy in the left-hand corner, did you see? He was, I think, working on volume, mathematical volume, because he was taking his math book and tearing it into little pieces and stuffing it in his mouth, piece at a time. He was, until his mouth was like this. And I asked the teacher about it, and she said he does that until he starts to choke. So she wasn't too worried about that at all. Not at all. And the other gentleman with the standing next to the Osborne girl, he is rocking my chair back and forth and back and forth and back and forth to try to drive me crazy. And I turned around and said, I'm going to kill you now. And he says, you can't kill me. Teachers can't touch us. I said, guess what? I'm not your teacher. I'm one of your peers. This is what we were going for. Multiplying, dividing, proper fractions, numerators, denominators, invert reciprocals. The kids turned off. I loved it. I went, okay, we're starting here. I know it's all basic to you guys, but I didn't have a clue. Then comes lunchtime. The bliss of bliss. Imagine being able to go back to high school and sit at the cool kid table. The guys on the left-hand side to me, those were the basic kids I'm sitting with. They were cool. They couldn't believe that I sat at their table and totally messed them up. It was abject joy and bliss. Turns out, even though they had no intention of learning math, we had a shared interest in Nickelback. Remember Nickelback? Nickelback, Nelly, and the whole different films that were out, the Hobbits and all those guys. We absolutely dug those. So we went back and we decided we're going to learn some math. So we did. We started with the Fibonacci sequence. And remember, 1 plus 1 is 2, and then 2 plus 1 plus 2 is 3, and you move on to that kind of thing. We're playing with bunny rabbits. All of a sudden, we're having a great time, and we're all learning together as a team. So this is something, I'm in high school as a complete grown-up with kids older than the teacher. By the time we finished, I'm moving on to college and they're going to graduate from high school. We all had a wonderful time. We all got to know each other really well. And lo and behold, when the next flyer came from Manteca for summer, it said, no adult students over the age of 18 allowed in any classes. Madam Toastmaster.
All right. Excellent. Thank you so much, Kyle. Sounds like Manteca did not know what to do with you.